fine.
Okay, great. Nice van, Chris. Did you buy it?
I wanted to tell everybody, yes, I pulled the trigger, and I'm now a new owner of a a Ford extended length Econoline van.
Congratulations.
Yeah, Chris, I'm loving the racks on top too. That's where the surfboards go, man, and it's looking good.
Yeah,
you beat me to the punch on that one.
I don't know if I'm ever going to get Matt some surfing, but
well, you can put all sorts of stuff up there to make it look, outward bound, as they say.
Yeah.
Canoe, kayak, bicycles.
Anyway,
nice.
Let's see if I have a picture. Fortunately, I can't go down and get it today because of the rain, but I'm going to bring it back, and we're going to start working on it on Monday. My friend Brett kind of does interior design. Yeah. Anyway, let's see. I guess we'll talk for a few more minutes. How's everybody else? Brian, are you there?
Brian is on. Good morning.
How are you doing?
Very good.
Good. Oh, actually, I did. All right, I guess while we're waiting for anybody else to come on, I'd like to play for you guys a video that I shot at, actually, maybe I'll go over our schedule here first, our agenda. So what I'd really like to do is wrap this meeting up in about an hour, but I'd like to give you guys at least an overview of where we are right now and kind of where we see ourselves going in the future, and basically invite you guys to participate. Now is kind of a time I feel like we've made a minimally viable product, and it works, and Allison and Davil have done a great job developing that for us. And we started working with RMN, and that's actually going really, really well, you guys. Like I know you expected, they've been a great partner for us. But I guess we're ready to start taking the platform to a higher level, and consider everybody on this call to be part of our team. And anyway, it's kind of really exciting to show you where we are.
Can I excuse one sec, Chris? Were you going to record this? Is it?
Yeah, I already started.
Oh, got it. Sorry. Thanks.
Okay, no worries. So I guess, how I really wanted to start this meeting was to show you a video about that I shot at, let's see, it was the USA National Folk Style Showcase a couple weekends ago, where Ed introduced our FanView website. And I just got to tell you guys, personally, it was pretty powerful. I mean, I started this project 15 years ago, and to finally have a customer, talking about our website was pretty powerful. And so I guess what I'll just share with you right now, and you can kind of see.
And if you get on FanView, it's a very unique program right now, and you can actually load all of your videos for free. You can tag anybody you want to, share with anybody in the country, and most importantly, your wrestlers are all loaded on there for today's tournaments. All you have to do is log on to FanView, and then all that you have to do is load your videos and then share them with all of your friends, neighbors, and family. And
anyway, that was Ed introducing FanView, and it's pretty cool. We have their support, and the fans have actually started uploading videos on their own. and it's kind of, and you can just see the enthusiasm about what we do. I think what I really want to do is have Allison describe a little bit about what she's done to put the site together for the fans, and then I'll show you our partner portal that we've created for sales admins, and basically everybody who works with us as a gateway to participate with us. And then I'll show you our Slack account. We've basically set up a platform for team members to start communicating with everybody and contributing to our input for our next stage of development, I guess. Then we have a little bit of other business today. We have our FanView trademark. It has just been approved, and we are going to file a statement for use in commerce, and I want to talk about that a little bit. And then I want to have a little bit of time for anybody's questions. Does that sound good? Okay.
Yes, it does.
So maybe Allison and Dava, you guys ready?
All right. So
I'll transfer the
He basically said that it's with the accountant, cash account right now, to get, for approval. And so I assume that means that it's being approved today, sent today. Let me read it.
Dava, can I pass this over to you?
I write,
No, it's not from mine.
yeah, it's not us. I think maybe, can you mute JC perhaps? I think it's.
but it's being set up by the cash account today. When we
All right, sorry.
JC appears to be multitasking.
Yeah, so I also want to pass it over to you so you can show everybody what you've been working on.
Okay, so I'm going to be sharing my screen today. So Chris, do you want to, or do I have to
Take control of it?
Share. Okay, here we go. You are sharing, so you have to stop sharing, and then I can do it. Okay, sharing my screen. All right, let me know when you can see it.
There you go.
Okay.
Great.
So just a little intro on me. I'm Allison Bradley, and I lead Wacky Puppy Design. And my role here is to oversee the creative development of FanView and the project, and to make sure that technically we can do everything that we want to do and decide what direction the product and the service should go in alignment with whatever Chris sees as our strategy, and making sure that we execute this in the most user-friendly way, and a way that's really helpful to users of FanView. And so when we approached the long-term relationship that Chris had with RMN Events, we really wanted to show what the platform can do for a community of fans such as this. And so in a short period of time, this is what we've been able to build and enhance. So right now, you should be able to see my screen. We're at fanview.app, which is the public URL. Currently, we only have one channel publicly, and that's for RMN events. We also have the ability to create other channels, but currently this is what the public can see, because this is the channel that we're featuring, and that's completely open. On fanview.app, you can watch and browse grids that have been created currently within the RMN events community. And so you're only going to see grids that have been created by and for the users of RMN events and the wrestling. You can filter by event, by wrestler name, by their division, by their team. Anything that's been uploaded gets, as far as images and video, gets tagged with tags, and so that allows us to create grids and present them based on these tags and options. So users come to the site and they can browse the grids, they can see this featured grid, they can see recent grids, and also we have some opportunities for advertising and monetization, as well as a call to action to get involved and claim your team page. Currently, the team page is an area that we think will really grow the users. Teams can create their own pages, which I'll show you in a minute. So when we look at a grid, let's see. So if I look for, what's a good example to show? Maybe that one. So when we go to a grid, we can see videos and photos that have been uploaded. You can check this out as well on your own. I'll just show a second or two. And so you can see videos and images that have been uploaded and are associated with the keyword tags that you can see in each of the columns. And when you create a grid, you can also define what images you want to display. Now, users can upload videos and images really easily. So right now I'm on my computer, so I'm showing you what it would look like on my computer. This also works great in mobile, and it's really optimized for mobile as well. So just as an example, I'll show you if I captured a few images and I wanted to upload them. The upload process is really rapid. I can remove images here, and then I can decide what I want to tag it with. So I'm going to say this was from Cosmic Clash, an event that occurred, and then I can tag it with individual wrestlers. And, oh, sorry, that one we didn't have a list. So Freak Show, and we actually have pre-populated the wrestler list from each of these events that we participated in to allow rapid tagging of this uploaded content. I can also add other keyword tags at this point as well. Clicking to complete allows these to be uploaded into the system. Now, in this case, I had already opted in. So there is an opt-in step, but it's very simple. And users can either opt into creating a username and password at this stage, or they can just opt into our team terms of use, and it's a very quick process, just one little extra step, and they can be uploaded. Now, we can also share grids and pages within the site, so we're trying to make it really easy for users to upload their own content, and then if they choose to log in, have a username and password, they can manage their videos in the back end, they can create grids of their own and share their pages so that they can feature those grids on their page. I wanted to show you a team page, an example of a team page. So when we're in the website watching grids, there's a call to action where you can claim your team page. That's currently, we're giving 6 months free to teams, but we anticipate that this will be a revenue generating option where users can use the system for free, but teams can pay a monthly fee to have more ability to have more functionality. And this is an example of a team page. So here the team has registered. They are going to have 6 months free, and they have complete control over this content. They can upload an image or logo, and they can control what information is here in their profile. It's very easy to do. They can create their own grids, and they can also display a featured grid. And at the bottom of this page, we should be seeing some ads that they've created, but it's possible that this team hadn't created them. Hold on one sec. Let me just see if that's in there. Oh, yes, I just hadn't refreshed the page. So this is an example of images that this team has uploaded and a featured grid that they have, and then all of the grids that they've produced. And then they get to control some ads at the bottom of their page. And the idea here is that they could feature custom team gear for their team to be able to order the gear that's customized to their team. They could also have a fundraising link, an image that links out to PayPal donation page, or any other fundraiser that they're doing. So this actually, a lot of these teams don't even have a web page. So this is an area that we think is an opportunity to really expand our user base and increase engagement, because if the teams don't currently have a web page and we offer them a way to do that while featuring the actual inspiring images and videos from their team members, that is really a marketing opportunity for spreading and expanding usage of the platform. It's a really useful feature, I think, for this community, and could be expanded, of course, across other verticals as well. So that is, I think, all I wanted to show you on the team page. And then let me remind myself what's next. Okay, and then one of the things that we are still in development with that we're very excited about is the ability to create a new role within the system that will allow our partners and team members to create new channels and grids. So if we look at RMN events as a channel within FanView, we can create more by, let's see, by creating a role for you guys, basically, where you can have a login and you can create new channels, create grids within those channels, import videos from YouTube automatically to create those, and use this perhaps as a demo opportunity. So we're not just showing them RMN, we can also show them different ideas within other vertical markets. So I need to go ahead and log into as an admin. To show you what we can do here. This is still in development. It'll be launched very, very soon. So if you're interested in having a login of your own for this role, let Chris know, and you will be informed as soon as possible, as soon as this is really ready to roll out. So I'm logged in as a sales admin. That's what we're calling the role. You can see up here that I've already created some other channels. So in this, I created a gymnastics channel and a news channel for CNN. Over here, we have options for what we can do. So from here, what I can do from my role, I can upload videos and images in the same way that I just went through as a normal user. So how do we get videos and images into the system to create grids out of them? There's a couple different ways when you're a sales admin. So when you're a sales admin, you can either directly upload videos and images, or you can import videos. This will allow you to import videos from any YouTube channel you want, based on a user feed, a playlist feed, or a search query. So it could be, for example, show me all of the videos on YouTube that are related to a particular keyword. Or here's an example of a grid that could be created. The videos were imported from YouTube. This is from CNN, from CBS, and from Fox. So this is just an example of what can be done. There's many other examples, but you can see videos that might be automatically updated, most recent videos uploaded from different channels, and really get a different perspective. Another example of a grid that could be created as a sales admin could be from different sports. Here we have NFL, NBA, and NHL. But you can get really granular about this too. It could be a particular player, all of their, regardless of where it comes from in YouTube. So that importation of videos from YouTube is a powerful tool that gets content from other sources within our system so that we can create new channels and present them as examples and demos for business opportunities and expansion moving forward. If you can think of a vertical that you're interested in, as a sales admin, you can kind of play with that, and we'll be creating support documentation to help you learn how to do that within our system. So the basic process will be, as a sales admin, you receive your login credentials. You'll request it from Chris. He'll assign you. You'll get the login. You log in. You'll be able to create new channels. First, you would create a channel. Very simple process. You give it a name, you upload an image, and you click submit, and then it'll be available within your channels. From there, you would go to uploading videos or importing videos from YouTube. Then you would go over to create a grid. And here you'll be able to define, well, which channel do I want this grid to appear in? What are the keywords that I want in column 1, column 2, column 3? And what do I want for images as well? These are from videos and images that have been uploaded to our system. In this case, it's going to be ones that you've uploaded or imported. If you have an Instagram account, you can also import images from your Instagram account. Once you've created grids and channels, you will have you can go over to your public page and see what users are going to see. Right now, it's still mixed in with RMN events, and that's what we need to finalize. You're going to be able to create a background image, upload a background image for each of the channels, so it'll be customized to whatever you want, or it'll be just black background. So these channels can have a certain amount of branding, and it'll be easy for you, even as a sales admin, to be able to customize those channels to make for a realistic and awesome demo for as we expand our opportunities here. Does anybody have any questions at this point?
Frederick does. First, Allison, this is tremendous. Well done to you and your team, and Chris, to you and your team. I wanted to know, Allison, you mentioned how you populated all the different, oh, that was the question. Did your company populate all of the wrestler names and wrestler teams for RMN? Did RMN supply them to you, Wacky Puppy, if I heard correctly? And did your company populate all that information when RMN gave it to you?
Yes, so RMN Events is our partner in this. They're our client, and they're giving us permission, and they supplied the data. So if you went over to their web page, you'll see that they have a way for wrestlers to sign up. That gets entered into their database when somebody registers. So what they did, and we discussed this with them in advance, we said, hey, if you give us the wrestler list of the participants for each one of these events, we can go ahead and pre-populate this, our database, so that when people go to upload content, then they're going to be able to select which event they want to upload, and then we customize the wrestler list according to the list that they gave us. So we did that on their behalf, because this is a custom client that we can customize and tailor their community to their needs. So this is really a use case, and we can't scrape content without permission, especially user content or usernames. But they provided it in a spreadsheet that gave us wrestler name, weight division, weight and division, and that's all based on what event it was for.
This is beautiful. Well, offline, I'd like to take this offline. Chris, this is Frederick again. I want to follow up because Communion has a potential client that would, I believe, recognize the value in a custom build like you did for RMN. And I'd like to collaborate with you and Allison on the best way to approach them.
Great. Let's talk next week.
Thank you.
And Frederick, I just want to let you know that we could create private communities too. That right now, RMN Events is public. Users can subscribe as a user, but it's all publicly viewable. And they wanted it that way. But if the desire might be from a client to have more of a private a community, that is also possible. And that offers opportunities for monetization too, for both the client and for FanView. So I think the possibilities are quite extensive. You know, we can customize these to the needs of our clients.
This is great news. I did have another question, and this is about advertising. You showed there was a place where ads can be taken, and we have a relationship with a company that actually their product would be right for RMN Wrestling. So Chris, should I follow up with you on that next week as well?
Yes, please. I'll look forward to it.
Thank you.
Great. So I also wanted to mention how enthusiastic RMN is in this partnership and this relationship. And so what they've been doing is actively posting to their Facebook channel. They have like, I don't know, 16,000 followers or something on their Facebook page. And this is an example of a post that we created using an uploaded shot on it. Somebody uploaded this shot onto FanView, and look at that. I don't know if you can see it, but it's just a great shot that really shows the passion that these kids are. When they're in a match, it's exciting. And if you can imagine for the fans how exciting it is to see your kids so passionately involved in your sport, I mean, this is pretty awesome. And so RMN used the creative that we created and posted onto their Facebook channel. And you can see that, here, I need to arrange my screen a little bit so you can see this, but you know, we've got 35 likes and loves, and then we've got comments. You know, people have noticed, they're tagging each other, they're sharing with each other, because, you know, probably because these are their boys, you know. It's exciting, and it really shows. We've got 7 shares, 4 comments. We are connecting with the fans through marketing in this way. Compared to a more generic approach, we're seeing tons of success in this kind of approach. So
can I just interrupt you right there? You have to, that's my favorite comment down here from Joe Velarde, where it says, "That's my boy, Brawley Gladiators." I love that. I mean, the people, the fans for RMN are extraordinarily passionate, and it's really exciting for me to see.
I have a question about, you know, the hashtags.
Yeah.
So I could see that we could hashtag, you know, like that. Can we make hashtags for their wrestling teams? Does that make sense?
yeah, it's in there already.
Oh,
I mean,
okay.
it depends. Do you mean within social media?
Yeah, inside of FanView, you know how we can categorize, or how you guys can categorize it all. So, you know, you have the events, the wrestler, the division, the team. So, under team, that's where it's at.
Yep.
So, okay. So,
Yeah.
like, so can other members add their team, like, say, I don't know, the Outlaws or whatever, that kind of stuff?
Yes.
Perfect. Okay.
So it's
I
only
had
going
someone
to
ask
happen.
me that at the last tournament.
It'll only happen if they upload.
Okay.
So we never want to get into a situation where there's no content, right? So from this area, you're only going, like for watching, right
Mhm.
now we're in watch.
Yeah.
I want to make sure that for every single option in here, we have at least one grid created.
Okay.
And so if nobody uploaded a image or a video, then these are not going to be active.
Okay.
Okay.
That makes sense.
On the upload side, it doesn't work that way because obviously it's like, no, we've pre-populated the database. Every registered person within that event has a team associated with them.
Mm-hmm.
And so their team is already pre-populated. It gets added automatically to the list when we upload.
Oh, wow. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so like this, watch what I do. I'm just gonna grab an image and then you can see if I click Freak Show and I select a wrestler name, you're gonna see that these 4 tags were added by that.
Oh, wow.
The person, her division, her team, and her weight class.
Dang. That's crazy.
So all with just, you know, that's the power of being able to pre-populate the database, right?
Mm-hmm.
It really makes it easier for tagging. If you can imagine doing this on your phone, which is what most people would be doing.
Yeah, that's
right.
Yeah,
Whatever we can do to make it easier to upload and tag content appropriately, we want to make that happen. So there's even more opportunities in the future as we go down this path. And currently, if you very near-term planned product development, we're going to add the functionality to allow people to manage their own videos, including adding a title and a description to videos that they've uploaded. And they could add more tags if they want, but this is what we feel like is the low-hanging fruit. When somebody's using their phone, get them in there. Don't force them to write in a title on their phone and a description on their phone, but certainly give them the ability to go back and add content later when they are at their computer.
Nice.
Or if they're uploading from their computer, it'll be easy to do that.
Are the users restricted on the upload files? Like, say, if it's a raw camera file or MOV or MP4, anything like that? Is there any restrictions on upload?
We are currently uploading to AWS, and everything is processed as far as I know.
Oh, so it gets transcoded in.
Yes.
Yes, it's transcoded, so it will take all the extensions for any of the video format, and it would be broadcast ready for every device using AWS transcode.
Sweet, that's all my answers right there then. If it was broadcast ready, thank you, man.
So we do want to develop an app to aid in compression prior to upload. Currently, we're uploading the file that they click to upload. So that might be huge, and we can't control their device and compress prior to upload without having an app. Right now, the website is accepting, it's mobile friendly and everything, but definitely bandwidth is an issue that needs to be resolved through an app, and we're in development on the features on that. And the platform is built, so this is really just a front end user experience improvement so that compression can occur on the device prior to upload to speed up that process.
Smart, yeah, that's super smart.
Yeah.
Hey, Derek?
Trying to be.
Do you mind if I just jump in here? I realize that not everybody knows who Derek is. Derek, I'd like to welcome you to our team. Derek is the digital, he started off as a photographer for RMN, but in the last 2 weeks, he's probably bumped up to digital manager or producer for the network, and he's in charge of basically taking pictures for all the events and the digital connection for their video cameras as well.
Yeah, so they have me doing video and photo, and then last tournament they gave me more responsibility of actually connecting all the cameras and the laptops that does the live feeds to FanView or whatever the other one is. Sorry, whatever they're whatever the one that they're getting.
Wrestling.
Yeah, track wrestling. So I actually know how it sets up and everything now.
Woohoo! We need to talk.
Yes, ma'am.
Derek,
Yeah.
did you shoot this picture? Was this one yours?
Oh, I don't know. I shoot about 1,200 at least, and then I just
Okay.
I don't actually have access to my photos anymore. I just shoot them and my videos, dump them on a hard drive, and they have full control now. I mean, anything that's on my SD cards left over, I can upload and we can play around with that stuff. But as far as this photo, maybe, I don't know. To be
Okay,
honest.
well, we have to talk later to identify those sweet images that you've got.
Well, I still have.
Somebody's picking them out and uploading them, and they look great.
It might be, Adam, one of the sons of the, of Ed that runs RMN. I give him the hard drive, and they just do what they want with all my footage and photos now.
Okay. Well, you're doing a great job. It's very exciting to be working with you.
Oh, thank you. It's
And
fun.
I'm really grateful that you're on this call. It shows how closely we are partnering with RMN to develop the product so that it's really focused on fans and it's going to be successful.
Yeah, I'm sorry I was late. I didn't know I had to download some other apps, and I was trying to do it on my phone at the grocery store. I was like, oh, crap, I better hurry up.
No worries.
So, yeah, it's great.
Okay. Chris, do you want to say anything else at this point, or shall I move on?
No, I think we can move on. We kind of covered everything we wanted to do about the platform.
Okay. And I wanted to show all of you that we have a partner portal that we're developing. It's just the beginning, but basically if you go to fanview.app/portal and you enter in the password, which is FanView app, all lowercase, you'll be able to see a page that will give you some ways to get more deeply involved in what we're doing. And so we're going to have some latest news here to keep you abreast of what's going on with FanView. And we'll have call recordings, like the recording from today's call will be over here. And we'll continue to add to those as we have demos or recorded calls. And over here, we have a section for how to get involved. And so what we're doing is we're using Slack. I don't know if anybody has used Slack, but it's a really cool communication platform that it's kind of like well, I should ask, is anyone not familiar with Slack?
You know what? I have the app and I've never used it.
Okay, so let me go ahead and just give the brief overview. In Slack, it's like a private communication forum, like a discussion forum, where we can easily create new channels, which are like topics, and then we can have an open communication, which is like that people can post. And then you can see what other people are saying. You can also direct private messages in this section to other individuals within our team. So currently we've got Davel, Chris, and me. We're going to invite other people. We want you to get involved, and this will be a private discussion forum where we can discuss different topics of interest, where you can make suggestions. Chris, how do you want us to use the platform? Because really this is
the idea is that I feel like we need to be as transparent as possible, and as we build a team, our team is we have over like 100 people just that I've talked to in my career getting started, who would all wanted to participate with us. but then we also have a user group that we're starting, and the idea is we want a place where people can contribute ideas in the most transparent way possible. I think we have an amazing energy with the people that are involved with this project right now, and we really want to keep a place where ideas can be exchanged as transparently as possible. I got one of the things that is very influential to me is the idea of the lean startup. And what the book basically describes is how successful startup companies develop, start with a minimally viable product and then develop new features hand in hand with what I guess customers are asking for. And I really want to create an atmosphere where we can kind of develop our product with kind of the best ideas floating around our group. And this forum would be a good way to keep track of them, I guess.
Okay.
Okay.
So I don't know if you were watching, but I just created a new channel for need support. So if you guys, you'll need to ask Chris to get invited to our Slack workspace. And once you're there, if you need support, either about how to use your salesperson role if you've already been set up, or how to get set up that way, or if you have a question about how to do something or how to get access to something, you could add it here and one of us will answer your question. We have a channel for the business plan, and you can click on these links to see business plan documents that Chris has shared. And then, oh, sorry, go ahead.
I have other channels in there, Allison. Is there a way you can invite, does everybody get invited to every channel? Or do I have to invite them?
Only see the two. I only see these. So Daval is...
You have to invite.
Okay.
Yes, so there is something called general channel where you can have all the users, and at the time of creating the channel you can define that do you want to have it private or do you want to have it public for all the users.
Okay, I'll work on this and I'll send everybody on this call an invitation to our Slack account.
Okay. So back to that portal. So once you, as we continue to grow FanView, we should share our ideas and feedback. And Slack is going to be a key place for that to happen. So please join us on Slack, say hi, don't be shy, don't worry, it's only us, and if you have a question, someone's going to answer it, and the only way to start using it's pretty straightforward. You find something you want to comment on, and then you just post it down here. You can add images or a document link. It's pretty intuitive, but if you need help, just ask for it, and we can help you along.
Yeah, Allison, this is Lee. I know I'm signed up on this channel. It's kind of odd because I don't see myself in that list, but that can be an offline thing. Maybe I'm just not in the right, in the right thread or whatever. So I'll follow up separately on that.
Okay. Daval had a little bit of an issue getting in too after I invited him. So, but Davals are in.
So when you click on plus icon that is beside direct messages, I think you will find it. Yes. Just see, this is the full list.
I don't see Lee.
Yeah, but I can anyway, we can figure it out.
Okay. Okay. And it depends on what email you were invited with. Like I have a whole nother Slack user account because it depends on how you were invited. Anyway, Daval, please follow up with Lee to get him some help.
Sure.
Okay. And then, so this portal will be a place where we're going to add in contact information for the team and more people as we add them. And this page will expand. This is brand new. So this page will also be an important place to get news and information as we move forward. And then the space where we can really use as a communication platform will be Slack. And that link will be on that portal. So once you have a login, it'll be easy to find it again.
Okay.
Okay, so let's see.
On this page, I also want it to be like if a team member has a question for the team, you can put it up there as well. For example, Derek, I know you're going to have some technical questions about integrating the live feed with AWS and technical issues. This would be a great place for technical questions like that.
Slack. We'll use Slack. Yeah.
Yeah, I have the app, and I'm like, just opened it, and I don't think I've ever used it.
Well,
I have no idea how long I've had this.
Davel is our resident Slack expert. I've used it a lot, but less as an administrative user. So okay. Davel's the man to communicate with as far as that goes. And you can direct message him within this app. We will also have his contact information, my contact information, and Chris's here under our team on the portal. But once you get into Slack, we will also have a channel to get to share contact information. We're on Skype, you know, the usual. We have phones. You can communicate with us in whatever way that you want. But for things that it could be like questions that other people are going to be interested in the answers. It's really nice to use this platform for that kind of communication, so that if we have some FAQs of where do I get the business plan, where do I, you know, that kind of thing, it's really helpful to be using Slack for communications. It also, you can direct message someone privately or in a group as well, if you don't want to put it all out there to everybody. So that's a possibility. So all right, so this will expand as we get more information. And I think I'm done with my part of the presentation. So Chris, do you have anything else that you would like me to show, or do you want me to pass the screen back to you? One thing, I forgot. So our analytics and usage increase has, you know, look at that. It's going up.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, so we definitely are getting traction within the RMN events client. And that's an exciting thing. And we hope to keep growing this general curve and see it go way up. So that's our goal. All right, that's all.
Congratulations.
Awesome. Our next big push will be to teams, I believe, to really get them excited about doing pages and uploading more content, and it should be a juicy opportunity. All right, so thank you. Okay,
I have one question. You mentioned something about the users being able to upload from Instagram or to Instagram. What was the Instagram connection with FanView?
So currently Instagram's policies have changed, so it's a little tricky. We're still working that out. Right now, if you, as a user, has an Instagram account, if you have an Instagram account, then you could show your photos from your channel in FanView. But because it just changed, we don't have that set up for users. We have it set up as administrators. So we can, if we have access to the RMN Instagram channel, we could pull images from there.
Now, would this be able, so would the user be able to post from their Instagram if the Instagram policies ever come in line? Does that make sense? Because like, you know, when you post on Instagram, you can go to Twitter and Facebook instantly. Is that something else that you're trying to do?
That would be an integration from Instagram out, and that would be further down the line for us. Dhaval, correct?
Yes, that's correct. In future, we may introduce a feature that user level integration of Instagram. So if I'm a user, I can authenticate my Instagram account and can pull information from my Instagram account into FanView. That is possible, but I cannot publicly search any Instagram image and can pull into the FanView.
Okay.
And Dhaval, that wasn't really the question that Derek had. Derek, I mean, that's part of it, but what Derek is hoping for is from Instagram. Wouldn't it be cool to push to FanView? And that's not currently an option.
Yeah, I don't know
Yes,
what that would entail. That's what I was confused about because I chimed in like right when you were talking about the Instagram integration. So I just wanted to clarify what it was that we were discussing.
So they are making strict gradually, and till last month, I think they had a policy, loose policy where we can pull the images from Instagram, but now they are making more strict. So the feature that you are saying, I don't think it would be introduced by Instagram in any near future.
Okay, cool. Just making sure. Sweet.
Okay, Chris, do you want to take the screen over?
Sure. I think I'm kind of done here, you guys. If anybody has any more questions, we can kind of answer them. But I basically am feeling really good about where we are right now, and about where we want to go with this. And I'm feeling like we have some good opportunities. So I'd welcome your input and any advice or comments you have about taking us to the next level. I'd really appreciate it. Personally, after I came back from the RMN event and I realized that we kind of crossed the line and had our first customer right now, I don't want to say I had an emotional breakdown, but it was pretty powerful. And I realized, I started this 15 years ago with just a vision, and it's starting to come back, and it's starting to become reality. And looking back and knowing that I have a great team it makes me feel really good. And I feel very excited about that. And I welcome all of you guys to help us.
Awesome. Hey, Chris.
Congratulations, dude. That's cool.
Thanks.
Hey, Chris. Listen, Allison and Dhaval and team, listen, great job on everything. It looks so cool. I mean, I've watched this thing, evolve, and I'm just happy that you're all, putting in your creative talents to make it come true. So here's the question I have with regard to advertising and monetization. I mean, is FanView as our goal ultimately to be almost like a cable net in that we're carrying all these independent channels, but we still, in essence, create the integrity of FanView as the platform? So the reason why I asked that question is when you got all this variety of channels to watch and you're the public viewer that happens to tune into FanView, can we monetize it with ad network traffic? So you've got some ad units there at the bottom. Those are great for an individual team to be able to feature their own sponsors if they have existing sponsors, and or use it as a tool to secure new sponsors. So the question I have is can we monetize FanView on our own with ad network traffic into those ad units?
Yes.
Yes.
So currently we have ad units that are system-wide, with the exception of the team page. We're just keeping our, I'll share my screen again.
Allison, are those ad units, are they standard IAB unit sizes?
Yeah, and we have unlimited control of that. I mean, I can do anything we want. Those are the ad units I chose for our platform for right now, but we can get increasingly granular and show particular ads from targeted based on the content. We can do that moving forward. Right now, those are just placeholders, essentially, but integrating that is definitely a possibility. And it can be based on the channel. based on the client agreement, based on, you know, what we want to show where. You know, it can be according to the page, and we can get very granular about that as we grow our market. It doesn't make sense to invest in that right away because the traffic's not there.
Right.
But it's certainly, the platform is ready for that to be done.
Okay, cool. Thanks.
Hey, Allison, can I ask you just a quick question and throw this out to the group, I guess? We're not connected with an ad platform right now. Is there one that we should be looking at or that would make the most sense for us to start with?
That's like a really, there's so many, and it's specific to what our goals are. And there are so many options. We'd have to talk about that. I can certainly discuss it with you.
This would be a great channel for Slack. I can already pick it up. Ad platforms. All right. Good.
That's cool.
Anything else, you guys?
I just want to say thank you again. I agree with John and everyone else on the team. This has been tremendous, just tremendous. And applause to you, and applause to you, Chris, and applause to you, Allison, and your team. I didn't catch the name DH something and the young man.
Davel's our hero.
Yes.
Davel is our superhero. He makes all the magic happen.
This is beautiful, and with permission, if we're allowed to have a copy of the recording, even to share internally among people, let us know and please send it.
Okay. Good. All right, guys. Well, I'm thinking about having a meeting like this kind of bi-weekly, and I just want to open it up and to start expanding our group a little bit. I consider this kind of a first round or test round, but I'm thinking in 2 weeks I might open it up again. And I want to create a vibe that you guys don't need to come to every meeting, but you just need to know that there's you're part of a growing, I guess, congregation or team, and come in whenever it makes sense for you. But I'll be inviting everybody to our sessions whenever we have them.
Thank you. Oh, and since you mentioned that, Marion Sabity couldn't be here. You may not have seen the email, everyone. She said she was on a plane and she wanted to know if there's a way that she could see it or reschedule. You may want to just reread her email if you haven't, but I know that Marion would like to see and know where you are.
Yes. I'll be inviting her to our next meeting too. Okay.
I have an event in 2 weeks, February 2nd, and then another around the 20th. Is there anything we need to maybe think about or prep for the next event that I need to get ready for to help you guys out?
I'm glad you asked.
Uh-oh.
A live video and data stream into our AWS account.
Yeah. Yeah, we had issues with the Wi-Fi last time, so we barely got the internet before the event even started. Parents were flipping out.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, so hopefully Wyoming will go better. But yeah, whatever you guys need, man, I'm boots on the ground. So.
All right,
Derek,
thank you.
Thank
Awesome.
you. Thank you so much, Derek. That's going to be great.
Yeah, exactly. Anything you guys need, just let me know.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
All right. Well, thank you all for sitting through the demo and for being excited about where FanView is headed. I know it's been such a great experience to be working with Chris and helping him expand what he's able to offer to his clients, and to see what we've been able to do so far with RMN. And the potential is great as we build out the sales admin role, and hope to get you guys invitations to that as appropriate. So thank you all for your time today.
No, thank you.
Thanks, Allison.
Thank you, Allison.
Chris.
Very good.
Awesome.
Thank you. Bye.
Peace, everybody.
Bye.
Talk to you guys later. Thanks.
Blessings.
Blessings.